Hey, what's up, period 3? Mr. Fleischman here. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's Friday, so let's get through what we're going to work on. We're going to work through our code.org stages. And then if you do finish your code.org stages, I'd like you guys to go ahead and move on to your Simon app that I kind of challenged you with the other day. So let's go ahead and look at where our progress is right now. So our progress, pretty good, right? I'm going to drag this over so I don't call anybody out. A lot of people are through stage 5 into stage 7 and things like that, right? So a lot of people have finished stage 6 with the hope of, oh, I can just kick it on Friday and do nothing. No dice, okay? I've opened up lesson 7 and 8 all the way up through the final project. So do everything until the final project, and guess what I figured out? I figured out I can actually go in here and figure out if you guys have been clicking through without doing what they're asking you to do. So I'm going to kind of spot check you guys when I get some dead time and make sure you're actually doing this. So please don't feel like you can just click through just to see the green bar go forward. But I do want to see you guys work towards the 7 and 8 area towards the end. And if you get like you feel like you want to start making an app or whatever, I'm going to challenge you with Simon. And it's not this final project, it's just another one. Simon would look something like this. I'll just kind of give you guys a brief couple of minutes here in App Lab and show you what Simon might look like. So Simon, so I got my screen pretty well zoomed out, but I think you're probably gonna, I would just work on the UI first, right? And you're probably just gonna make a bunch of your buttons, right? You're just gonna have 4 buttons on your screen, one called red, green, blue, and whatever, right? And you guys can resize these and do whatever you want with them stylistically. Give them really specific IDs, not button 1, 2, 3, and 4, but probably the colors, red, green, blue, and yellow. For the code, I would recommend that what you're going to need is, I'm going to use the text if I could here. Show text. And see, can I make this any bigger? I can a little bit. So I think you're going to probably need, I would recommend needing like a sequence. So I think you're going to probably need a sequence of buttons that are like the correct order, like 0, then 2, then 3, then 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 1. So you get to make up your own sequence, and then you're probably going to need some functions, right? You're going to need like a game loop, right? So I'm just going to give you some hints about how I might start this, and then I'm just going to let you go, right? So what is it not like about this? Okay, I'm not worried about that. So you're going to need a sequence of numbers, and this is not curly brackets, these are squares. So if you're making an array, not an object, I'm sorry. Then you're going to probably have an interval loop, right? You're going to set an interval loop, which is basically going to be your game loop. Well, I'm going to let you guys, I don't want to give away too much. I don't know I think a lot of the fun is trying to figure out how to make something loop over and over again. So how about this? I'm going to recommend that you start with a sequence of correct answers. Make the UI really good, the user interactive page really good, like make these buttons really nice. Start setting up the code at least so that when you click these buttons, see if you can get the buttons to light up different colors, right? That might be kind of an interesting challenge, right? So you might have to go into, change the color of this button, right? So you could change the color just a little bit for it to flash and then change it back to what it was before after it's done flashing. So after you're done with our code.org activities through lesson 8, then go try to work on Simon, because we're going to finish Simon at some point. We're going to finish Simon altogether and then move on to the final project, okay? So make sure you're really working hard. And I'll be back on Monday to check on how you guys are doing. Please don't just click through, and have a really productive day today. And I'll see you after the weekend is over. I'll miss you guys. See you later. Bye.